Blog Talk Radio.
Hi there. I'm Mary
Hi.
Eileen Williams at Feisty Side of 50 Radio, and this show is a celebration of baby boomer women who are embracing life as we grow older. No invisible shrinking violets here. We're an amazing and bodacious group of women who are revolutionizing and reinventing the spirit and style of aging. My guest today is Bill Stubbs, who just said hello, and we will get right back to you, Bill, but I do want to introduce you first because you have a remarkable background all my listeners will be interested in learning about. Bill has been president of William W. Stubbs & Associates, an international interior design firm for more than 25 years, and his award-winning designs include multi-million-dollar estates, vacation rentals, and renovations of historical buildings, among many others. He is also the author of, and I've got to get a copy of this, I Hate Red, You're Fired, The Colorful Life of an Interior Designer. And Bill is recognized by Architectural Digest as one of the world's top 100 designers. He's also hosting the hit PBS series called Moment of Luxury. So welcome, Bill. What a joy to have you join us today.
Well, this is a moment of luxury for me to be with you. I appreciate being here, and what a great show you have. I just love the whole concept. This is so wonderful.
Well, thank you very much. And speaking of a moment of luxury, I know you often ask your guests to describe what comes to their mind when they think of a moment of luxury. So aside from being my guest today, I would like to start out by asking you, what do you consider to be a true moment of luxury for yourself?
Well, you know, I have had a chance to think a lot about that. And one of the things that some people, when they hear the title of the show, Moment of Luxury, you know, in the economy that we live in today, where a lot of people have a lot of challenges, they think, oh, well, this must be lifestyles of the rich and famous, and you've got this famous interior designer who does all these things all
it's
around the world.
It's 7 a.m. and Steve is already thinking about tomorrow, which is why he's investing in his heart health by eating Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Good morning, Dad.
So it has nothing to do.
Here's another
with
eye-opener. Not only is Kellogg's Raisin Bran heart healthy, it's a
really
delicious source of potassium.
And so I
Mom, make you eat that?
I happen to like raisins.
The concept of luxury is much broader.
That's what I'm talking about.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
When you watch the show, we take you on a little departure where you get to go on a trip with me to Paris, or you get to go to some beautiful place in the United States, some place that inspires us. But more importantly than the place, it's the people. At
7 a.m. and Steve is already thinking about tomorrow, which is why he's investing in his heart health by eating Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Mom, make you eat that?
I happen to like raisins.
That evoke luxury.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
The relationship and the characters that provide that.
Oh, that just sounds fascinating. And I know
7 a.m. and Steve is already thinking about tomorrow, which is why he's investing in his heart health by eating Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Mom, make you eat that?
I happen to like raisins.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
That's right. It's not really an interior design show. It's really about getting a lot out of your life and looking at things a little differently than maybe you do now. We get a lot of response from people who love the escapism of the show, but also will say things like, I never thought of something in that way. I never thought of that just sitting on a park bench is really a moment of luxury. And so we try to explore things that are very inspirational, but then in each episode we try to figure out how, if I use Blenheim Palace in the Cotswolds of England, how do we bring a little Blenheim Palace home? You know, what is it that we can do to share something every day? The concept of this started when I was asked in a small group setting as an icebreaker, what's your favorite place to be? And my favorite place at the time was a little village I would visit friends in England. And as we went around the room, some people said, my favorite place to be is with a cup of coffee a newspaper on my back porch. And I looked at that and I need to have a place that I can access every day as my favorite place to be, not something that I only do once a year. And I really admired those people who their description of their favorite place to be was on their back porch with their dog or taking a walk in the morning. And so I really began to kind of reshift and look at things in a different way about how do we access these moments of luxury every day in our life and share them with the people around us.
Yeah, I want to make sure we cover that information, but actually first I'd like to ask you, because your second season started in October,
That's right.
What are some of the highlights of this year's moment of luxury?
Hi, Jan.
We're doing some really exciting, and this week in many markets across the United States, use your local PBS for when our show airs. This week we're exploring organic gardens, and we go to a beautiful house in Houston, Texas, my home, that I designed, and we, my wonderful client there, Tina Pine, takes us on a tour of her organic garden that she created in just her average backyard. And we learn about organic garden, what an organic garden is, how do you achieve an organic garden, and then she and I harvest our dinner from her garden and go in and prepare it, and then invite all the kids and the friends in the neighborhood over for the dinner that we've prepared. And it really is just a wonderful episode. You learn a lot about why organic gardening is good and how you do it and the balance of nature. And then we end it with a
7
great way
a.m.
to
Steve
enjoy
is
friends,
already thinking about tomorrow, which is why he's investing in his heart health by eating Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Mom make you eat that?
I happen to like raisins.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Focusing more on maybe ones that are especially affordable, because a lot of us are hurting in the bank account these days. So are there a couple of tips?
7 a.m. and Steve is already thinking about tomorrow, which is why he's investing in his heart health by eating Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Mom make you eat that?
I happen to like raisins.
In a time and place.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Easy. There are so many different outlets for doing things in an inexpensive way. It's really very easy to find something that I say don't limit yourself in your ideas and inspiration. Take a magazine like Architectural Digest and find a room you love in that, and you think, oh, well, I could never have a room like this. But actually knocking it off is very easy because we have so many discount places, the places like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and all the different places that have all things at 70% off of regular price. I mean, I've done a number of things like on Good Morning America where I've shown how you can take something that as extravagant as a sable throw that cost $80,000 and knock it off at Marshall's for $4.99 with a chenille woven throw. I mean, that's how extreme the difference is. I mean, when you're there holding it and in a tactile sense, it's really very similar. So I think that we really live in a time and a place where there are tax sales, there are these great big box stores that sell things that are very, very trendy and very, very beautiful and great for decorating your home, and all of that is out there available to us. It does take some creativity, and you have to kind of think outside the box and not be limited. And I believe that one great moment of luxury to me is when I slip into bed in some luxurious sheets. But you can do that once again at almost any price point. You can go to the most expensive Italian sheet store on Madison Avenue and spend $3,000, or you can actually find something that gets very, very close to that for the entire set for $14. And some of the difference is taking the time to treat yourself and ironing the pillowcases. Something as simple as that. you iron the pillowcases and spray some lavender water on the pillowcase, and suddenly you're in heaven.
What a fabulous tip, Bill. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm also thinking, too, because the holidays are coming up, do you have any little ideas here and there that we might add some pizzazz to our homes, just a little added extra?
Well, you're going to learn from visiting with me that I've got an idea about everything. So
wonderful.
I think that scale is what gives us that feeling of opulence. And it doesn't necessarily have to be brought on with a lot of money. Let's say you live in a small apartment, and you don't have a lot of Christmas decorations, and you're kind of starting out from the very beginning. I remember one Christmas when I had very little money, and I think you could almost say no money, and I had to get Christmas going, and I was really waited till the last minute, and because I thought the Christmas trees would be cheaper, so I went to buy the Christmas tree at the grocery store on Christmas Eve. And there was a young man there sweeping up needles because all the Christmas trees were gone. And I went home thinking, oh, my gosh, I'm such a loser. It's going to be Christmas morning, and I have nothing decorated. And so the next morning I woke up, went to the dumpster at the place where I lived. Someone had already thrown away their Christmas tree. I guess they were traveling for Christmas or something. I took the Christmas tree out of the dumpster, brought it in. That tree in the dumpster already had a stand and icicles on it. And so I set the Christmas tree up, and then I looked at it, and I thought, okay, now this is the saddest thing. This is Charlie Brown's Christmas tree, if ever there was one. And the only thing I had in the house was a ream of Xerox paper. And I began remembering how in grammar school I could make airplanes out of pieces of paper, and so I made little airplanes. And then I thought, well, I also know how to make a snowflake where you fold it into things. And really, it was the prettiest tree we ever had. And my daughter thinks back on that. She will say to me, she's grown and 25 years old now, and she'll say, oh, they asked us the other day what's our favorite Christmas, and she said, I always tell them it's when my dad got the tree out of the dumpster. And so that's shocking to me that's her favorite Christmas memory. And because they thought that tree was so magical because we decorated it with pieces of paper. And it was this white sort of vision of a tree. I made an angel on the top with a toilet paper roll.
My gosh.
And then I just pleated this skirt by folding paper, like a Chinese fan, and we drew a little face and made this angel for the top of the tree. So that tree, that big extravagant tree, and the decorations cost $2.69. So I say that you can do a lot of wonderful things. You don't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't have the beautiful magazine spread Christmas. That tree has appeared on Good Morning America, Fox News. I mean, I've taken that story and that tree and reproduced it many times because it just shows you that for $2 or whatever you have laying around, you can do that. If you're just starting out in your first apartment, go get a potted plant and put it on the dining room table or the kitchen table or whatever you have, and decorate it with some ornaments that you make yourself, and it'll be the most special thing you ever have.
Our time has flown by, but these are such great ideas. But I want to make sure people know where they can go to find you and find out more about your wonderful show.
Well, we have momentofluxury.com. That's momentofluxury.com. You can watch streamed episodes by going to momentofluxury.com and clicking on WLIW, who is our presenting PBS station in New York. And there's lots of information about us and the show. And then if you want to know when the show is airing this week in your neighborhood, just Google PBS and the name of your city, and the schedule will come up.
Oh, well, thank you, Bill. You have given us so many moments of true luxury in this segment. So, and for all you listeners out there, I believe it's time we boomers take pride in all of our accomplishments, our glorious maturity, and celebrate our special moments of luxury, just like our friend Bill suggests we do. So go out there, flaunt your very own brand of boomer chic, and show the world just how feisty a woman over can be. This is Mary Eileen Williams at Feisty Side of 50 Radio, saying catch you next time.
Well done.